Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. It's Saturday afternoon, and we have had some excitement on the market. Just about 5 hours ago, someone dumped 10 billion, boom, onto the market. And then we have been able to keep that momentum going with another 10 billion. So we've seen about 20 billion added to the market in roughly 5 hours. And it's been quite nice for a lot of coins that are seeing some double-digit green gains. Yeah, I'm happy for all of you that are in the green today. So let's hope we can keep this momentum and move towards a $1 trillion market cap. Okay? All right. On days like today, technical analysis can be a little more fun than those red days. If you don't know about tradingview.com, they do have some technical analysis tools that are free, and you should use them because I know not everybody believes in TA 100%, nor do they think it's all about market sentiment. But if you are to combine the two together, I think it gives you a good indication as to where the trend is, and it allows you to make your own individual forecast, which we should all be able to do because we really do have the tools. So this particular one takes a combination of the oscillators, which are found in the column to the left. So an example of one oscillator is the relative strength index, which is also referred to as the RSI. If any of these oscillators you're not familiar with, the links will take you to a page that will explain in very simple English as to exactly what it is that it is analyzing. So the right-hand side is the moving averages. I really like the moving averages. There's a lot of them in particular that I like to look at individually. So with Ripple, which is what I have open right now, the oscillators are showing a little bit in the neutral zone, but the moving averages are showing quite a strong buy. And overall summary, we are in the buy range. So we haven't seen this kind of a range for a while. So that's why on days like today, the TA is a little bit fun to look at. Okay, I am doing this video mainly to go into a little more depth on a story I did yesterday. That is a story about Bitbox. Bitbox is the new exchange that's going to launch next month. And let me just show you the list of coins here. Do we have a list of coins? Yes, we do. So there are going to be 30 coins for the launch, which is, wow, it's a lot of coins. And it's going to be in 15 languages. So I think if you are a holder of Bitcoin, Ethereum, EOS, XRP, Litecoin, Tron, Monero, Neo, Cardano, or BCH, which is Bitcoin Cash, this video is for you. Now, the company line that is behind Bitbox, they are not going to launch in Japan at this time. They put their application in last January. And as you know, the FSA, which is the Financial Service Agency here in Japan, they're just, I think, a little overwhelmed. There are 100 applications in the queue, and they've got their hands full just trying to be the watchdog over the 16 exchanges that are licensed. So Bitbox, I think they didn't want to slow down their launch, and no doubt that when the FSA gets to their application and gives them the green light, all of these services will be available in Japan. And they're not going to be available in the United States as of right now. However, I don't know if that's going to be a continuous strategy approach. We just don't know yet. But if you are one of those coin holders, you need to kind of pay attention, because this company is bigger than you probably realize. If you're in the West, chances are you're not one of the 25 million that use the Line app, because that's a very small number. The majority of people using that app are in the East, like Taiwan, Korea, India, Indonesia, Thailand. So it's very, very well known and widely used here. And I'm going to give you some stats and some figures that will probably be a little shocking. Okay, so Bitbox, let's see. Yeah, let's take a look. I did a little bit of a, well, let's go here first. So on the 28th, they had a conference. And within this conference, which is called the LC18 Line Conference, they had, I think it was like 6 or 7 major press releases. And overall, in about an hour and 40 some minutes, they delivered a PowerPoint presentation with many, many leaders of this Line token economy, which they are building. And within these subgroups, game, sharing, entertainment, media, commerce, you have the people that talked about the strategy of where they're going. And also they released some new information, which is really interesting. So here is the summary. It's been done in English. And in addition, if you want to actually watch the conference itself, I will give you the link, and it is archived on the Live Line site. And I know it's in Japanese, but many of the PowerPoint slides are in English. And I think you can follow along. I really do. And you're going to get an idea, or a better idea, as to how big this Bitbox announcement is. So there is the top coins of the 30 that are going to be included. So I did do, so domestically, they are adding cashless wallet quick pay. So they think it's going to boost up to a million more users. And it is a mobile app that uses a QR code, and they've got 72,000 merchants connected to it. And the Line Pay for merchants is also, they're going to run a no transaction fee for 3 years starting in August of 2018. It's a mobile payment app and remittance app. You're going to see also, when I read some of those statistics, you're going to be pretty shocked on the numbers there. Clova, which is a smart speaker, it's very similar to the Echo. So it can give you the weather. It can have a small conversation with you. It'll actually even read you your emails. It can make calls. It has music. It can turn your lights off at home. Toyota is going to incorporate it in some of their models that are coming out. So it has features that make sense to driving, like navigation. And there's 34 new partners also that are going to be added. They also are launching the Line Travel site, which is going to search, compare, and book domestic and international travel using more than 250 sites for comparison. So this is just a very small recap, just to give you an idea that this is much more than just a Line messaging app. So the virtual currency exchange will launch next month. There'll be 30 virtual currencies. It's going to be in 15 languages. They'll run a zero campaign, and they claim that they're going to have a very good 0.1% spread. And the URL is www.bitbox.me. So let me just read you just a few of the facts and statistics that will, I think, you'll be quite surprised. So the headquarters are in Tokyo for Line, but for the Bitbox, they're going to actually locate in Singapore. I think when they get the green light from the FSA, I think you'll see them. Well, maybe they'll stay in Singapore. Maybe they'll move back to Tokyo. I'm not sure, but that part doesn't really matter. So there are 600 million registered users. Get your head around that. There are 217 that use it on a 217 million that use it on a monthly basis. So they are the active users. There are 90 million users in Taiwan, Thailand, and Indonesia. There's 1 billion app downloads. So they have like a camera app, which had 100 million downloads. They had some games with 300 million downloads. The average, this is a big one, the average monthly number of Line Pay payments, 10 million transactions per month. There's 40 million Line Pay users globally. You look the size of this audience, and they're going to actually have this trading exchange icon on an app that many people are using every day, if not multiple times a day. At least in Japan, people are using Line multiple times a day. This Line app is in 230 countries. So I think this is going to have a huge impact on bringing more volume to the overall market cap, which is fantastic for everybody when we talk about price. So I wanted to be sure that everyone really knew how big this announcement is. Okay, I think that's all I had for you today. I do have a link to those amazing facts and stats. I'll put it down in the comment section. And now time for your fluff. I want to talk about the Tanabata Festival, which is the Star Festival, and it happens on the 7th of July every year, actually. And in doing so, I went to a website just to get some of my facts straight. Look at the size of this exchange, DMM exchange ad. I mean, it's just like kaboom. And then we come down here on the same page. You can see the SBI FX trade site ad, and then another DMM Bitcoin ad. Yeah, the DMM are incredibly aggressive when it comes to advertising. I think they ran 2 or 3 ads during the World Cup game just the other night. So here is a picture of a Tanabata not display, decorations. And these are all over Japan right now. I mean, every shopping street, every place, there's just thousands of these displays throughout the country. And I'm going to show you a picture of, this is what I took, very humble, little tiny display as I sat and ate lunch the other day in the city. And let me just tell you how the story goes. So it originates from, the origins are from a Chinese tale that's about 2,000 years old. And these cut pieces of colored paper are hung on the bamboo tree, and you write your wish on them. So kind of like when you throw a penny into a fountain, or you might blow out candles on a birthday cake, you write your wish on the paper and then hang the wish, and it will kind of create a colorful display for a couple of weeks up to the actual day, which is the 7th of July. So there's this, the tale goes, there was a princess, Orihime, and a cow herder prince, Hikoboshi, and they kind of fell in love. So the prince and the princess were spending a lot of time together, and they began to neglect their work. And the king got very angry. So to kind of punish them for neglecting their work, he separated them and put them on either side of the Milky Way. Well, after some time, he decided that he would allow them to meet once a year on the evening of the 7th month on the lunar calendar. So everybody knows that the prince and princess, if it's a clear night, will be able to see each other. And Japanese believe that if it's raining, they won't be able to have that meeting. So everybody is hoping for a very clear night on the 7th. Yeah, so if you come to Japan this time of year, you'll be able to enjoy some festivals, but more importantly, and so nicely done, is you can see lots and lots of these Tanabata bamboo trees all over the city, all over the country. Yeah. All right, everybody. That's all I have for you today. Please take care. Have a great weekend. Let's keep this momentum, and sayonara for now. Bye-bye.